Saturday, the Golden Hurricane took on Tulane in New Orleans. We'll have all the details coming up next on the Philip Montgomery Show.
The Philip Montgomery Show, brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, by Pepsi, and by BILLKNIGHT Ford. Now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Philip Montgomery Show. I'm Bruce Howard. Saturday, the Golden Hurricane took on Tulane. An interesting situation, of course, with the game being moved up as the approach of Hurricane Nate was right here in New Orleans. Unfortunately for the Hurricane, it didn't work out well as Tulane came up with the victory. We'll have the run-up to the game, all of the changes that occurred as we approached the game, and first half highlights in a moment on the Philip Montgomery Show. Well, it was the 14th all-time meeting between TU and Tulane, and of course a lot of stuff happening pregame, if you will, with the moving up of the time. So we'll talk with Coach about that, and of course first half highlights. Here's my broadcast partner Rick Corey and head coach Philip Montgomery. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Bruce. Well, Coach, coming into this game against Tulane, third game in a row against an option team. I know you're tired of seeing them. What made this option different?
Well, they're a little bit more like New Mexico, a lot more zone, a lot more counter, slice looks. So, you know, we've seen this before. We didn't do a great job of running our feet and making those tackles that we need to make, playing, you know, assignment sound defensively, and then offensively we got to come out and when we get opportunities, we got to really capitalize on those.
I heard you talk about this game got moved to 10 a.m. and it was sort of been moved up to 11 at one point, so it's supposed to be at 3. That shouldn't be a big deal, but in the end, did it cause any problems? Yeah,
I mean, you can say this or that. At the end of the day, this is game time, and we got to be ready to play once we tee it up. So, I mean, we get 60 minutes to do it. We get limited opportunities throughout the year to play games. So, you can't have a game where you don't start off good, and we didn't today.
One of the reasons this was moved was Hurricane. That's why they moved this game up. We'll see a 10 o'clock start here coming back with Tulsa and the Tulane Green Wave at Holman Stadium.
Here comes the approach as Zachary Block will kick it off for Tulane. Back deep, Stokes and Rowdy Simon back deep for the Hurricane as well. And the high end over-end kick about 5 yards deep. First and 10 for TU. Far hash mark 25-yard line. And it's going to be a quarterback draw. And President takes it right up the middle off the right hash marks. They tackle better. And here's the handoff, and it goes to Brewer up the middle. Has a decent hole across the 30, but then he is shoved back. He got it to the 32 of the Golden Hurricane. Now it's 3rd down and 3. Rolling to the left, it's President. President will run it, and he is hit, and he is dropped for no gain right there at the 32-yard line. So the Hurricane 3 and out on their first drive.
This offense is all about misdirection and power.
And it's Jonathan Banks operating this offense. He has 2 running backs next to him. Fake handoff. He'll take it up the middle. Angling to the right. Free to the 40, 30, 25, 20, 15 to the 10. And he dives toward the end zone and is taken down at the 3-yard line by Manny Bunch. They're going to mark it at the 2. So now it is 2nd and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Banks has the snap. Hands it off to Hilliard. Hilliard dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Banks out of the shotgun, has the snap, fakes a handoff, floats the ball to the left side. It's caught by the tight end around the corner, 20, 25, 28, 29-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the 39. Fake handoff, throw left side, caught out on the left flat by Robertson to the 50, to the 47-yard line. Yep, the 47 of Tulsa, so it ends up being a gain of about 12 or 13. Handoff right side, Hilliard around the corner. He gains the corner, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25-yard line. Just inside the boundary. Williams comes out as a safety. Kedrian Watley is in, and the handoff up the middle, and it's Hilliard. Wide open spaces, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Holy smokes. 2 receivers near side left. President out of the shotgun, has the snap. Back to pass. He throws near side. Caught by Johnson, and Johnson struggles near boundary to the 25. Well, actually, they give him enough forward progress to the 25, so it's 2nd down and 10. Back to pass to President. President has time. Throws down the left boundary, and it is intercepted at the 35-yard line. And again, it's the man we just talked about who made that tackle, Chase Kirchen. And now Banks out of the shotgun with 7:56 to go, first quarter of play. Back to pass Banks. Big rush on. He eludes a man. Now throws it down the middle of the field, and it is caught at the 12-yard line, and Encalad has it and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a flag down, however. First down and 10 for the Golden Hurricane. Midway through the first quarter, 21-0 Tulane. Fake handoff, quick flip throw to the left side, caught by Carter. Carter, though, is jammed up, and he only gets a yard to the 41 outside the left numbers. Now Brewer goes in motion to the right. Here's the snap, back to pass Skipper. He'll throw it down the field, and it is caught by Hobbs. 30, 25, 20, far side boundary to the numbers. 10, 5, touchdown Hobbs. 59 yards. Skipper throws to Hobbs, and Justin Hobbs scores his second touchdown of the year, and Tulsa's on the board. It's 21-6.
All right.
From there, 47, fake handoff, option play left. Now he cuts it up the middle and has a big hole. 50, 45 of Tulsa. And he's going to actually be downed at the 46. 3:20 remaining first quarter of play. Banks out of the shotgun, has the snap. Here comes the rush. He throws a screen on the right side, and he's got blockers in front as it's complete to Hilliard. Hilliard gets it to the 30 and is banged down, about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first down. Banks faking the snap, if you will, clapping his hands as if he was receiving it. Now he throws a screen pass, caught on the right side by Jones, around the boundary, 20-15, knocked out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Another first down for Banks in the offense of Tulane, who has marched it down the field 4 times now, and the handoff up the middle, touchdown. Easy for Stefan Hooterson, who is the 4th tailback for Tulane. 2 receivers near side right, Hobbs and Johnson. On 1st and 10 from the 22, he fumbles the snap. It is loose, and it is recovered by Tulane at the 22-yard line. Luke Skipper fumbled the snap, and Ade Oruna picked it up, or actually fell on it. First and goal at the 8-yard line. Banks has the snap and hands it off up the middle. Bradwell skipping to the right. He stiff arms a man and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. A washout for the Golden Hurricane so far. Here's the snap, and handoff goes up the middle. Beatty, it's hit by Whitfield at about the 45 and spins forward to the 46. And remember, he started the game, the first offensive play, with a 50-yarder. Back to pass Banks, throws over the middle, and it is a catch made, but now the ball is loose on the ground as Bradwell caught it. Then he was taken down, and then the ball got loose.
I think they're going to say he was down, though, aren't they? He probably still feels, all right, I can do this.
4th down and 2, and here goes the handoff to Hilliard, straight up the middle, touchdown.
Never mind.
And Luke has looked pretty good so far, although he did fumble one. He is 2 of 3 for 60 yards. Throws near side, and there's your man. Stokes breaks a tackle. 40, 45, 50, out of bounds inside Tulane territory at about the 48-yard line. And Keelan Stokes, the brother of Kevin Lucas, making a play. 48-yard line of Tulane, and the handoff goes up the middle, and it's Brewer. Brewer forward to the 40, 35, 33. And that's a big gainer for the Hurricane. That's 15 yards and a first down. Tulsa, 48-yard field goal attempt for Redford Jones out of the hold of the punter, Thomas Bennett. Snap back, ball down. Here's the kick. On the way, has the distance, and it hits the left upright. No good. And that's the way the game is gone. 42-7, Tulane with the lead of 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Option right, and the pitch goes to Hilliard, who cuts back and gets around one man, but that man grabbed him by the shoulders and dragged him down.
Play, I think he's maybe my most effective. I like him.
And here's the handoff, goes up the middle, and Bradwell, it gets hit, and then he breaks a tackle off to the right. He escapes off to the right, 30, 25, 20, inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Sorry, it's 3rd down and 6 now from the Tulsa 13-yard line. And a fake handoff up the middle, Banks. Banks breaking a tackle, breaks another, and gets into the end zone, touchdown.
Standing.
So the Hurricane trailing at halftime. In a moment, we'll be back with second half highlights along with the coach's comments. That's next on the Philip Montgomery Show. Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. Let's go ahead and go to the coach and my broadcast partner, Rick Corey, with halftime adjustments and get you ready for second half highlights, guys.
So, Coach, at the half trailing, and I know the halftime speech was inspired. What'd you tell them?
Well, I was disappointed in the way we attacked the field in the first half and just tried to challenge them and, really spur that part of it along.
What did Tulane do so effectively in the first half?
Well, you know, nothing new that we hadn't seen on tape, nothing that we hadn't prepared for. We just didn't execute at a very high level, and not going to take any credit away from them. They did a nice job, and Coach Fritz has done a really good job here, and his kids came out and got after it, and you know, we just didn't match the level that we needed to match.
All right, so second half highlights. You're going to see some offensive spark here from Tulsa. Here's TU and the Green Wave.
As kicking it off from left to right is Jones for the Hurricane. High end-over-end kick, and that one's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10, Tulane at their 25-yard line. And they make you grind your teeth a little bit. 435 yards of total offense in the first half. Tulane was not stopped in the first half at all. And the handoff goes to Hilliard off the left hash mark to the 26, 27, maybe the 28-yard line. 3rd and 4. Let's see if Tulsa can get off the field. Banks out of the shotgun. One receiver to the right, two receivers near side left. In motion is Robertson towards the play, and the handoff goes off the left side, and this time he is stopped and gummed up. It's Hilliard, and Hilliard got stopped for a loss of maybe a yard to the 30. And they've just carved out a first down out to the 25, and now back to pass his Skipper. Floats it over the middle, near side, caught by Johnson, 50, stumbling, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, dives to the 1-yard line. Nickerson caught him from behind, and the Golden Hurricane downfield with a pass play that goes 69 yards to the 1-yard line, and Tulsa 1st and goal at the 1. Out of the shotgun, Skipper. He fakes the handoff, takes it left side himself, touchdown Tulsa. So Skipper with the touchdown on the keeper, and Tulsa has a 3-and-out on defense and scores a touchdown to make it 48-13, and that makes you feel a little better, doesn't it?
It does.
On 1st and 10 at their 48-yard line. Here's the snap. And the handoff goes up the middle. Hilliard again breaks a tackle, spins through at the 50 to the 45 to the 43. It's 10th in total yards, 5th in rushing, obviously a good rushing team. And the handoff off the left side, big hole. Hilliard 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Hilliard. He goes in from 43 yards out, and that's the answer that we were, I guess, wondering about. And by J.D. Young, the business solutions people. 1st and 10 from the 5, and an outside run left side and a big hole. And racing upfield is Brooks. Brooks will cross the 20, 25-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 25, and that's a gain of 20 for Brooks. 1st and 10 Tulsa. So it's 1st down and 10 at their 25 for the Golden Hurricane. Here's the snap and a quick throw to the left, to the right side, and it's grabbed by Keenan Johnson, and Johnson is slung down at the 30. And a lead as large as 48-7. And now back to pass, Skipper. Pump fake, now throws the ball high in the air, near side. It is caught by Stokes, 30. Near side boundary, 20, 15, 10, 5. And he is out of bounds, though. They're going to mark it at the 13-yard line, out of bounds. Or that would have been a touchdown for Keelan Stokes. As again, it's Skipper to Stokes as the Hurricane, again, spotting it at the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 52 yards for TU, and they're quickly to the line of scrimmage. Skipper out of the shotgun, has the snap, handoff right side. Brooks cuts it back at the 10. He's at the 5, breaks a tackle again, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Remember we talked about young guys?
Yep.
Stokes, Skipper, Shamari Brooks. Let those guys play. It's going to be their team in the future.
The two backs flanking the quarterback out of the shotgun, and the handoff goes Hooterson up the middle, has a pretty good hole, gets it to the 40, diving forward 38-yard line. He got a good 7 or 8 yards on that play. Ball at the 34-yard line, 1st down and 10. Fake handoff, Brantley off the left side, has the option to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Jonathan Brantley off the left side on the option. Tulsa, especially early, didn't show up defensively. Now here's a fake handoff, and Skipper takes it off the right side to the 30 and banged out of bounds at about the 32, maybe the 33. Yeah, made 5 on the play to the 33, and the handoff left side. It goes to Brewer around the corner. He gains the corner, 35-40, charges forward outside the hash, outside the numbers to the 42. After that gain to the 41. Fake handoff, back to pass, and he throws left side down the sideline. It's caught by Johnson. He was wide open. He catches at the 30 to the 25, inside the 25, and that one was a wounded duck thrown by Skipper. Otherwise, if he leads Johnson, it is a touchdown easily. Skipper out of the shotgun, has the snap, and hands it off up the middle, and it's Brooks. Brooks breaking a tackle to the 15, dives forward to the 11. Okay, 1st and 10 for TU at the 12-yard line, and the handoff goes to the right side. Shamari Brooks, he skips right to the left, back to the left, and to the right, and into the end zone for a touchdown. It is Brooks from 12 yards out for the Hurricane, and he made so many moves I couldn't describe them all.
So the final 62-28, that's not what anyone wants, Coach. I did see a spark second half offensively. Luke Skipper's performance, how would you rate that?
Yeah, I thought he came in and gave us a little bit of a spark, made a couple of plays, got some things obviously we got to clean up. But we had at times in the second half, I thought we moved the ball effectively. Just got to be more consistent about how we do it.
Keelan Stokes got time. I thought he made some plays. Certainly Shamari did as well. You see some youth there that can really help you, don't you?
Well, we're playing a bunch of young guys right now, offensively and defensively, even on special teams. And, you know, we're asking a bunch out of them. So we just got to keep coaching them hard and, you know, try to get them up to the level they got to play at come game time.
So it's time to regroup and play Houston. We'll talk about that game when we come back on the Philip Montgomery Show.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. On our feature segment, another section of 60 Seconds With, as we take a closer look at TU football players.
Dream vacation, ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I'll probably have to say somewhere in Europe. I went to Switzerland like two or three summers ago, and it was really beautiful. So probably going back there. It was, yeah, the mountains and everything is ridiculous up there, and the weather is pretty mild in the summer. So probably go skiing, to be honest. I'm not a very good skier, but I would definitely like to try it. Maybe snowboard. But honestly, just sitting up there in the mountains, like drinking like some coffee and hot tub with maybe some Switzerland girls, you know, something like that. But
somewhere in Mexico. I like going to the beach, so clear water, white sand, go to the beach, hang out, relax.
Let's go to Australia. My dream vacation is in Australia. I think that'd be awesome, going down under. I just feel like the beaches there are really cool, and it's just a new place other than being in, you know, America.
I mean, I would like to go back to Miami. That was a pretty fun time. The ocean, that was my first time ever seeing the ocean, so Miami's a different place, for real.
Dream vacation probably would be to take my family on some sort of cruise. I mean, some to the island somewhere. I mean, we try to do as much as we can as a family, but I want to be able to do something very special for them one of these days, and that'll probably be my next vacation.
I would go to Mexico because I haven't been to Mexico and I think it'd be tight. I'd want to be on the beach and do like Mexico stuff. I don't know what you do in Mexico. I want to go. That's all I know, man.
What's my dream vacation? That would have to be easily either going to the Bahamas or going somewhere like Paris, I guess, somewhere like that. I don't know, it's just different, you know what I mean? I kind of watch it on TV and things like that, so I feel like just going there would be a great experience.
I'd probably say like the Bahamas. I don't know why. I mean, everybody go there, you know, so, I mean, probably just because of the scenery. Yeah, sit on the beach, chill, you know, sightsee, a few things walking by this way, that way, you know.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. I'm Rick Corey, along with the head coach of the Hurricane, Philip Montgomery. Well, it doesn't get easier. Here comes Houston. It is a different offense, though, so you have a different kind of a challenge. But bigger than that is just kind of getting this team mentally back. How do you do that?
Yeah, again, you know, Houston's a great opponent, you know, but right now I'm not worried about anybody else coming. I'm just worried about our football team and what we got to do to get better. And so when we go back, we'll grade this tape and make the corrections we got to make, and then get back on the practice field and try to get us better. And that's my biggest challenge right now, coming back into it.
It is. And that 24-hour rule is a great rule, but sometimes it's hard to do. Is there anything you can, tip-wise, you can help these guys just put this behind them?
Well, you know, just like I talked to them after the game, this is about pride and being realistic about how we're playing, and we got to get back to playing with a chip on our shoulder. You know, we've kind of built everything around here off of that, and I don't feel like we're doing that right now as a unit.
Gotcha. So it's going to be Tulsa and Houston. It is homecoming next week, and we will see you at H.H. Chapman Stadium.
All right, guys, thank you. And, of course, it is homecoming week, and it is homecoming Saturday as Tulsa takes on Houston at H.H. Chapman Stadium. It'll be a 3 o'clock kickoff. Get your tickets now at 918-631-GO-TU or TulsaHurricane.com. For my broadcast partner, Rick Corey, and, of course, head coach Philip Montgomery, I'm Bruce Howard. We'll talk to you next week.
The Philip Montgomery Show has been brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, by Pepsi, and by BILLKNIGHT Ford. The Philip Montgomery Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.